Hello, everyone. I hope you are well and healthy. And today I'm here with you working with data files. I believe that you're familiar with NOAA website, which is supported by NASA, and they have one of the most accurate data sets. So if you have downloaded data before, maybe I can make another video to show you how to download, but I'm sure that there are a lot of videos about that. So I'm going to share with you how I started to clean that data. What I am doing, I'm working with like 20, 30 years of data, and I want to run predictions. And so the problem with NOAA is if you want hourly data, I see some videos they explain about daily or like average data, which is available on the website. But if you want to download hourly for a specific location, you need to download them by each year. So for example, if I need 20 years, I need to download 20 files. And if I have few locations, so it will be a lot of files. So today I'm going to share with you how we can, and also all these files have a lot of different formats, which I'm going to show you. And also they have a lot of missing data and a lot of missing data. Also the data has comma with their quality. So you can use those data just like that. So you got to clean it up. So today I'm gonna share with you how you're gonna clean it up manually using Excel. But in another video, I'm gonna show you an easier way using Python. But I think it's good to know how it works and what needs to be done and just understand the data itself. So I'm going to share with you my files that I downloaded from the website. So, okay, here is the file, a basic file that I download from NOAA. So you can see here, like there's a lot of unwanted data, like the station, the source, like for example, for my prediction, I'm gonna need like the date, the wind, and you need to read, there is this PDF files that explains to how you can, let me share my whole screen. So there is this PDF file that you can download from their website that it explains to you what each acronym means in their files. But I'm gonna just work with the things that I want. So this WND is wind, and this is temperature, dew point, and this is the pressure. Okay, so what I'm gonna do first, I'm gonna extract the data columns that I want into another file. This is CSV. I cannot make any changes. It's not going to be good. So I made an empty file. Okay, there I have everything that I want. Okay, so now you can see here that, okay, for my date time, I have a T here, and which we cannot read it for Python or if you want to run any simulation. And also the type of this cell is general, which also we don't want. So first of all, I'm gonna change my cell type to a custom cell type. So I'm gonna type it because it's not like that. So it's gonna be year, so you can see months, hour, per day. And then we have hour, minute, and because this is MM, I'm doing this, and then seconds, okay? Okay. So the next problem that I have here is I'm gonna insert another column next to it, 2 columns. I want to remove this T. So I have wrote my codes here so I can do it easier. So to remove the T, I'm gonna paste all the codes for you, so it's easier for you. Okay. Okay, so then I get something like that. And it's easier because the column is so long, you can just press here. And I'm just gonna select here and do the same format because I only selected one. I should have selected the whole column. Okay. Okay. So now we got all the date format without the T. We have the T removed. So, but there is another problem that we have with such data files that we download from this kind of website is that they are not consistent. For example, I have 5 here, and then I have 5.56 minutes. Then I have 6.59 minutes. It's very random and they are not so accurate. So like, for example, 5.6. So how am I going to fix that? So what we're going to do is we are going to make each hours into integer. So we only have the numbers left. So I have another code for that, making it into integer. We use the int format. And I'm going to do this. Okay. Okay, so here we go. And you just remember, just hold here and double click. So you will have it for all. Okay, so now you can see here, only have all my minutes are set to 0. And basically any minutes here is just back into the integer. It's an integer 11. So now when I do this, I will show you later. This will make it easier. I will call it date time. And this will make it easier for us to average each value into 1 hour because we need hourly values, right? Not random times. So the next problems we have is I'm going to go with the temperature, or we could go for the wind. Okay, so for example, for the wind, we have, this is the wind, but it's scaled. So usually the data here, they're all scaled. You need to scale them. And also here, this is the quality, this is the direction of the wind, and also this is the quality of the wind, the direction of the wind. So I don't want all these numbers. I only want my wind and scale. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna create different column for all these, but in a correct format. So for wind, I have my code here. So using this code, I'm going to remove, okay. I'm going to remove everything after the first comma. And then I'm going to divide it by 100 to scale it. So there we go. I have my wind speed in meter per square meter per second. Sorry. And then for temperature, so for temperature, I don't want this plus. This is quality. I don't want anything after comma, and this is scaled by 10. So I want to divide it by 10. So to make things easier, you can always have a note and just put it here. So you can just copy and paste and you don't have to type it every time or think about it every time. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to my new tab. And I'm going to press that. Oh, the only thing is that okay, so I got 19 degrees Celsius. This is all in Celsius as well. So I do the same thing for all of them, and dew point is exactly the same format. So I don't want the plus or minus, and I don't want the one after 5. So I'm gonna just grab it. But the thing is, here we have plus and minus. So I'm gonna go do the same thing here. Okay, so we have done it for dew point. Now here we don't have the plus. We only want to remove anything after comma and then scale it by 10. So I just put another one, I think here, yes, pressure. I'm gonna remove, so I'm gonna, okay, yes. For the pressure, you usually must have 4 numbers, and this all makes sense now. Okay, so I have all my numbers that I want, and they're all fixed, but there is a problem in the data. So in the brochure, I mean, when you download it in the PDF file, it's written that all the missing files that they have, they will put input 999 for, depends on how many numbers it has. So anything that you see with a repetition of 9, these are the missing data that you have. And if you want to average our data now to every hour, this is going to be a problem because we don't want this to be averaged with a 999 or 999. I mean, our whole data will go wrong. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna copy this into another sheet just to make it clean. And always paste that number because we're gonna do some work on it and we want them without their formula. Okay, so the correct one is here, which is an integer. I'm gonna copy this one as a date time. Okay, so here I go. Features. I'm also going to paste this the same way. Okay, so now what I want to do is I want to remove all the 99 that I have. This is not what I want, but if you press it just like that, you're going to remove 9s from the date time, which you don't want. So it's important for you to select the columns that you want to fix. So then I press Control H. This is for replacing, that's a shortcut. Control H, remember? And what I want to do is I want to find all the 999s and I want to replace it with nothing. So I replace all, you can see they disappeared. And then what else we have? It's 999.9. It's in another column. Okay, before I do that, I forgot to tell you something. Sometimes this will also remove numbers that is like 9.2 because we didn't press match the entire cell. So we have to press match the entire cell. So it will only remove the exact same number. Okay. I'm gonna do it for all the 999s. Just look how many kind of 999 you have, but this is because I already converted my files. Okay, so now I don't see anything that is missing here. And okay, so that's about it. So our numbers are all fixed. So now what we want, now it's all looks good. The one that is missing, we're gonna fill it out with Python. But there is a problem now is that sometimes we have like 2, 5 and repeated number of like 211. So we don't want that, right? So what we're gonna do is we're gonna we're gonna use pivot table. And what we're gonna do is create a new sheet. And then we gotta select. So we don't want monthly. And we want that. And then we press more tables. Okay. Now you can see here, it's all fixed. It's every 1 hour. Everything is set to hourly. It was easy. It was fast. You don't need to spend so much time. And the only thing is that you have to be careful. This one is summing up. We don't want to sum up because we are averaging every time we have 2 rows for 1 hour, we're going to average that into an hour. So make sure all your columns are set to average. And then you are good to go. So I'm going to fix that as well. Okay, so now I have a clean data, which is hourly, especially the date time is so important. If you're running a prediction or you want to analyze data, I think this is one of the most important, that you make it every hour. And then we're going to fill the missing file with Python, but this is good. And this is all. And let's look at the files that we downloaded. Sorry. Here. And then look at that. And then we have our own data file. If you only have like one data file that you want to make it clean, I think the Excel will do a good job. But if you have many files, if you have 3 files and you also don't want to use Python, you can create, okay, so for example, here I created sample for myself. I put raw here, cleaned, and date time. So what I do is once I can just so it's like slot, you just paste and it will do the job for you. It's like coded already. So what you do is you just paste here your new dates, and then you paste here your parameters here, your new parameters. It will automatically calculate the correct one, and then you just need to paste the correct one here and then refresh here. Just go here and refresh it, so you will have it all plotted out, and it's easier for you if you want to a few times, 3 times, and you don't have to go through it every time. So you just have it saved. But sometimes, like I have 60, I have like 3 locations I want to do, and I have like 25 years, 30 years of data. So it will be like 60 to 90 CSV files. That would take a lot of my time. Even though this is fast, I have to keep on doing this pasting. So for that, I have done a Python code for you, which I'm going to share with you in the next video. If you like to use Python, you can check it out and stay tuned. Thank you.